morning, everyone. Good morning, sirs there. Okay, it's a privilege to be here. And I want to thank the organizers for counting me worthy to come and share my personal experience. I want to thank the previous speakers. They've done a great job to make my work a little bit easy. Deliberately, I didn't come with slides, and I didn't prepare slides. So that I can speak from the heart, and I can share from my personal experiences. It's better than coming to speak to theory that I found in books. But the first thing that is of major concern to me, you can't speak of business growth if you don't know what business is. I'm not saying people that are here don't know what business is, but have a different view of what business is, and it might be wrong. I might not agree with me. And I'm open to learning. The ED of Bovas made mention of it a little. You know what most of us do? Yasikira is selling akara. He made an example of somebody selling something and sending our children abroad. I want to sell too. It's business, but it's not sustainable. It's not what? Pure water is what is raining now. I want to join them in selling pure water. Sorry, am I free? Okay. And we do that a whole lot in Nigeria. And that's going to lead me to my definition of what is a business. For both of us, I can explain without the ED saying much. I can say why both of us exist. From what he has said, I've deduced some things from what he has said. A business is anything that you do to solve specific problem or problems in a profitable manner. It's not Harvard. It's not about university. I'm speaking from experience. So you find it in the textbook. I'm not telling you textbook. I'm telling you from my personal experience. A business is whatsoever solution to a problem or problems or solutions to a problem that you are providing in a profitable manner. If it's not profitable, it's an NGO. And if you want to make it a business and it's not profitable, it will die young. I don't know if I'm making sense. So, that's my definition of a business. And I'll give you my personal example. I do cassava. I plant cassava. I plant oil palm. I started all in Ibadan here. And I process it to Gary. You might ask me, is that a business? What problem are you trying to solve? Yes or no? Based on my definition. Are we together? Okay. Yes. I'm trying to solve a problem. Because I want to prepare your mind. I want to assume most of us are Christians. Muslims here, forgive me. The Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? So we can prevent the foundation from being destroyed. By setting out to look for problems to solve in a profitable manner. What led me to cassava? What led me to Gary? I drink Gary a lot, and I take Eba. But most times when I buy Gary, there's a lot of debt in the Gary. Some people say it's that debt that makes it sweet. For me, it doesn't. So, I buy Gary in supermarkets. Because when you buy from G.U.SH in the market, today, it might be crispy, sour, dry, clean. When you go back there in 2 weeks' time, you might not miss it the same way. You might buy the one that is not dry, or the one that is not crispy, or the one that has dirt. Yes or no? That led me to a supermarket. But you know what is funny in supermarket? You buy packed gari at a very high cost. You get home, you use part of the gari. Later, you have to pour it in one container that has cover. Yes or no? What's the essence of buying the pack one? And I said to myself, I can make gari in a packed form that you don't need to go and turn somewhere. You can use that gari, exhaust it in that pack for a week, for 2 weeks, for months, 2 months. And that made us the first company in Nigeria, producer of gari in Nigeria, that is in a resealable pack. Hello? Just that simple problem. That's what we are trying to solve. However, there's one thing for you to solve the problem. There's another part for people to be willing to buy it. If they are not willing to buy it at the price you are selling it, it's either you are an NGO or the business will collapse. You remember I said that earlier. So that leads me to the second thing I want to share with us. When you find the solution to the problem, you have to go back to your would-be buyers or customers. Is this the solution to the problem? If they say yes, are you willing to buy it at this price? If they say yes, you are already having a market. Most times, most of us go into production without, and the banker mentioned it, without knowing who will buy. We'll now start looking for buyers. Hello? Till today, as I speak to you, I don't have one sales staff in my gari business. I don't have what? One sales staff. I don't make noise on social media. But there's no month that I don't sell minimum of 1 million kgs. They approach me, they call me. Why am I in Ekiti? The executive governor of Ekiti State was gifted with our gari. I was in Abuja and somebody called me early in the morning to 5. Is it to 5 or after 5 a.m.? I picked the call. It was strange. Lo and behold, it was Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture in Ekiti State. He said to me, "Are you the producer of Kasa Gari?" I said, "Yes." He now said, the governor told him, so he now remember they're having an executive meeting tomorrow and they will ask him, no, that's day. That's why he's calling me, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, I will come and see the governor in 2 weeks' time. I gave him a date. He said, we'll check with the governor. If his calendar is free, they will let me know. That's how I found myself in Ekiti. The governor did not take the 5 kg gari, 2 that they gave to him. He displayed it on his table just to showcase. And when we finish talking, I will shock you. Because some of you will say, funding is a problem. Finance is the problem. It's not. There are monies looking for where they can invest to make good returns. In Nigeria today, inflation is double digits. The highest we bankers can give you in deposit, 4%, 5%. So already your money, your principal has been eroded, talk less of you getting interest on it. So people want to put money where they will get reasonable returns. So there is money. It's just because you've not found appropriate solution to a problem. That's how we got 100 hectares of land, not acres. Hectares, 1,500 plots of land in Ekiti State. All we paid for is money for survey and CFO, everything less than 2 million. We didn't solicit. We didn't ask for it. Why did I go to Ekiti? Just to find out where my staff got for our factory. And let me now shock you again. Factory has already been built in that town, in the village. For 10 years, they didn't use it. They are giving us that factory to use for the next 10 years for free. We are just going to put some things in place there. When they saw the product, they say, you are bringing this to Ekiti. So they are cooperating. So it goes back to foundation. What problem are you trying to solve? What separates you in the market? You know, if we enter this church today or auditorium today, and everybody is wearing red, and one person is wearing blue, the first person you see is the person wearing blue. Yes or no? So why is it that we want to be like wannabe? Why don't you be different? It's that thing that differentiates you that will attract customers to you. I don't know if I'm making sense. So foundation is important. The problem you are trying to solve is important. Not because everybody is into cassava. Cassava is making money. I want to go and join them. What will separate you in that business? As common as Gary is, I'm telling you what has separated us in the market. Gary is everywhere, but we are under pressure to meet expectation. You can imagine, where did we start? I'm going to the next thing now. I've told you what a business is. I've given you an example of what a business is. You must be ready to solve specific problem. And you can do it by research. Go and ask people. Go and find out our people that are there. What have they done? What have they not done? What is missing? You have to do that. Are we together? The second thing, after you found the problem, you found the solution, people are willing to buy at a particular amount. You must be willing to start small. Where is that our brother that raised question about okay. You must be willing to do what? You have to respond. You must be willing to. No matter who your mentor is, no matter what you read, you will make your own mistakes. Mentorship reading forum like this will help you reduce the mistake to the barest minimum. I started with 6 plots of land in Ekiti, same Ekiti, in Igede. But let me shock you what happened. I will lease that 6 plots for 6,000 for a year. Cleared, planted cassava. We didn't harvest one. Why? Distance between Lagos and Ekiti for 6 plots doesn't make economic sense. So I lost everything on that 6 plots. I came to IITA to talk to people in IITA to educate me. They spoke to me. From there, I leased a land in Ibadan here. Ibadan to Lagos is closer. We started 10 plots. Later, it became 6 acres. Later, it became 10 hectares. But let me tell you, when we got to 6 acres, what happened? The same mistake I made. I planted the whole cassava on 6 acres. Harvest time became the same period. No capacity to produce for production. We started processing. We were processing. At a point in time, the next year rain met it. So the contents of garri that you can get from it was reducing. Let us sell the cassava. When people buy for the first time, it made the process, they realize they won't come again. We lost money. Hello? But that taught us a lesson because we started what? Small. The first mistake I made was distance. But in 6 plots, I leased it for 1 year for 6,000. You can understand losing 6,000 than losing 600 million. The gap is what? Is wide. 6 hectares compared to 100 acres. 6 acres is 36 plots, am I correct? Compare it to 1,500 plots. You see? So as we learn, we overcome this, we move to the next stage. We wasted the harvest. But now, on this 1,500 acres, that lesson, that school fees that I paid, I refuse to repeat that class. What do? We stagger the planting. Every 2 months, we do 20 hectares. Every 2 months, we do 20 hectares. Every 2 months. So there is cassava all year round, and everything is not ready for harvest at the same time. No agri textbook that will tell you that. So that's why I say start small. Tell your neighbor, start small. I advise people, if you want to start a business and you want to use your money, right? Or if you have saved 100,000, you want to start a business, don't use the whole of 100,000. Maximum 30%. Maximum what? Maximum what? Most people will ask me, but it is too small. Believe you me, the smaller the amount you are starting with, the wiser you are. Hello? The what? The wiser you are, you will think. You will use your brain well. You will be forced to think. And don't start any business with borrowed funds. Hello? You might not agree with me. Don't start any business with what? I'm a banker. Don't borrow to start a business. Now you want to start. Don't what? Don't what? Or else you go as sorrowing. Start with what you have. Start with whom you are. Start where you are. But don't use everything that you have to start. You have 100,000, maximum start with 30. You'll be shocked how your brain will be working. How do I connect this, connect that? And I will speak about funding quickly. There are several things I want to share with us. Funding should start from you. And I've told you, don't use everything that you have. Divide into 3, you can divide into 4. Start there. That's why a lot of retired people that have worked in bank, they use all of their savings, go into business, they lose all of the money and high blood pressure starts. I see some of them dying early. They've not paid the school fees. And they did not start small. So let me go to funding. You start with your money, and I've told you what you should be careful about when you start with your money. The second one, family and friends, F and F. For family and friends, what should you watch out for? Define the terms and conditions. This money you are giving to me, is it free? Do you want interest on it? Is it for you to have a share of my company? You must define it and get it documented. Money issue can destroy family, can destroy friends. And what will make them give you that money? You must have integrity. You must be tested and trusted. They must, if Dupe says it, she will do it. That's one. Number 2, you must be a good storyteller. You must be what? I can't hear that. You must make them see the future today. I love to say this. You cannot future, F-E-A-T-U-R-E. In the future, F-U-T-U-R-E, that you cannot picture. You can't be part of that future that you cannot see today. Even God said, as far as your eyes can see, yes or no? So if you cannot see, many eyes look, only few eyes see. What do you see? Several people saw your billboard, had your radio jingle, all of that. But they can't see future in it. That's why they are not here. So they look, but they didn't see. Excuse me. So you must be able to tell a story about the future. This is the journey. Do you want to come along with me on this journey? Some might say, let me just contribute so that when he succeeds, they can say, I believed in the dream. So you must be able to sell the dream to your family and to your friends. Based on their historical knowledge of you, they say, okay, if he says so, really will pursue, let me support him. That's second way of funding. The third level of funding, grants. What? What am I saying? What did I say? Grants. Grants are seasonal. They open at a specific period of time, and they close specific period of time. There are requirements. People that are giving you that grant might say to you, look, we are giving grant in respect of agriculture, cassava. And the application process opened between November 1st and November 15th. So you have to fill those application forms, apply between that period, and submit. Is competitive. You must be able to show, to convince the people providing the grants that that thing they want to give that grant for, you are capable of doing it. And for grant application, sometimes you don't even need to have a company registered. Sometimes you don't even need to have started whatever business you are talking about. It might just be a dream in your head. And you can still get the grant. So for grant, you don't need to have registered a company, but you must be solving problem that is related to what that grant is meant for. So for you to get a successful grant, you must have a good business plan. You must have what? You must have what? Number two, you must have what we call a pitch deck. A pitch deck. That pitch deck is a summary of your business. What's the business? What's the opportunity? What problem are you solving? What is competition doing? Do you know, some of you that are graduates or pass through, you write projects. You know your area of literature review. A pitch deck is like literature review. You are trying to summarize everything and the outcome. Who are your competitors? How do you want to market it? What profit do you imagine you will see from it? You put all of those things there on slides. Or it might be even in prose. It's competitive. You might be lucky. They give it to you. Sometimes it's restricted to country. Sometimes it's restricted to products. Sometimes it's restricted to both products and companies or countries like that. It might even be female. It might be youth within particular age. That's the way grant goes. So the first one I mentioned is what? Your personal one. The second one is what? Friends and family. The third one is, the fourth one, I'm a banker, but I won't speak like banker today, I told you. I used to work for Sterling Bank, not until March ending. So we are competitors, no. We are co-competitors, we are cooperating to compete. So the fourth one, soft loan. What do I call it? Soft loan. Don't come to bankers first. Yes. They say, but this guy is ED in one bank. Yes. Don't come to bankers first. Go to what? For what? Soft loan. What do I call it? Repeat it very well. Listen. Again. Swear what you call it, the agric, right? Is a kind of soft loan. And I will explain the characteristics of soft loan. One, it has longer tenure. Two, they can give you moratorium. I will explain what moratorium means. Number three, the interest rate is low. And let me explain those conditions. When you see a loan that is less than 10% in Nigeria, the interest rate is low. Sometimes they give you 3 years, some 5 years, some 7 years. Sometimes they give you 3 months, 6 months moratorium. That is, within 3 months, don't pay anything because you know the nature of your what? Business. If there's something I've enjoyed so much, it's soft loan. There's one time they did COVID-19 SME loan. I got. Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, they have soft loan. I got. Lagos State Employment Trust Fund is online. Your business must be located in Lagos, any side of your business. It's 3-year loan. They gave me 3 months moratorium, 5% interest rate. The COVID-19 SME loan by federal government, I got it for 3 years. They gave us 1 year moratorium, principal plus interest, 5 years interest rates. What else? Yeah. When you go to NISA, there's NISA in Ibadan, about 2 even. You can see some of those loans. Ask Miss, CBN, Swan, Abiswe, Agric. Like, that Sway Agric is a joint venture between Sterling Bank and MasterCard Foundation. Are we together? So you can go to check from BOI, check from Bank of Agric, check with what? Name them now where you can get soft loan. Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, I don't know what they have in your state, but I know of that of Lagos State. So when you check all of those places, you can get soft loan. It's easier for you. The tenure is longer. They give you moratorium. You have breathing space to plan properly. So if you want to get any kind of loan as a medium, small business, look for soft loan. In the digital age, there are other ways of funding. Crowdfunding is one of it. It's expensive, but it's quick, it's fast. Digitally, they raise your request online, and people will just invest in your business. It comes as investment. There are private, what do you call it? PV. But be careful. You don't need all of those ones for now. Then you have the commercial loan, which my colleague has explained to you. So that's funding. My time is kicking. I've spoken about funding. I've spoken about what a business is. I've spoken about starting small. I've spoken about funding, right? The next major challenge in Nigeria, because we are looking about now and future, people, staff. The ED from Bova said something. He spoke about their staff, getting their staff, all of those, blah, 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 blah. It's the most difficult thing in Nigeria. And it has become worse now, the jackpot factor. The what? I can tell you, don't let us deceive ourselves. Minimum of 80% of the youth here today, their plan A is jackpot. Plan B is what I'm talking about. But plan A is what? So with that, you keep getting limited human resources. How do you solve that problem? I'll share my own personal experience. My factory manager, excellent guy, today is in Turkey doing his masters. He will soon round up his masters, he will start working in Turkey. I can't give him a better offer. But you know what I did? Because I'm into agric, I work so much with IITA. As many people that have gone through training in IITA, especially when it comes to leadership, management, I get like 1, 2, 3, first level, second level, third level. So if one jackpot, I have 2, I get another one to join. Number 2, leverage on NYSC. It's cheaper, but you still get good quality. They might be playing jackpot, but they want to do a service. Leverage that. Pay them well compared to other coppers. but they are lesser. They are cheaper than when you get a full they are graduates. But when you get a graduate that has done post NYC, it's more expensive. You are having the same experience, a lesser amount. They are happy because you are paying them more than their colleague, and they can give you more value. People that are doing IT, after OND, they do IT. That's another level of workforce you can have. You know, all of this is not in any textbook. I'm not checking any book. I'm telling you from personal experience. You also must be digital. There are some things that digital can help you solve. I hardly go to my farm or my factory, but I've built a platform that every lead, my farm manager, my factory manager, they put in some things on that platform every day. That platform allows me, when it's giving me green, everything is going on well. When it's giving me, is it yellow or amber, what do you call it? You say I should watch this side. When it's red, there is crisis. They don't know. They just put in those things. I check. And I call them, I discuss with them. Maybe 9 o'clock is our calling time. We talk, we do all of that. So I'm calling them to further cross-check what they've submitted to me. There might be discrepancy, maybe they made a mistake or something. I will know when we are talking. From there, I know what to fix, where to fix, and how to fix things. You must leverage on technology. You must also be very knowledgeable. You must be what? Very knowledgeable. I never studied Agric. But there's some part of Agric that you can't bobo me. You must keep on researching. I'll tell you the first we are today. As of today, we are the first and the only that I know in Nigeria. We used to be first in the world. I don't know if some other people have gotten to that. That will generate power from our cassava peel, cassava water, and animal waste. Powers the generator, pump gas into the generator that powers the whole of the engine that we use to process our garri. We have students of Lagos Business School and Strasbourg Business School from Kenya to come and look at what we do in our factory. It's small. But nothing is wasted. Even the remnants from that gas, the remnant is organic fertilizer. We take it back to the farm where we planted cassava. Knowledge is power. Keep searching for knowledge. Let me tell you what that has done for us. It has reduced the cost of power. And on that basis, I can sell my garri well packaged, everything, in the open market at the price of open market and still be profitable. Hello? Acquire what? And that acquiring knowledge, I've told you about power, infrastructure. One of the major reasons we are going to Ekiti is infrastructure. From our factory to our farm, the road is terrible in Ibadan. But I'll tell you, the factory in Ekiti to the farm is 10 minutes and the road is tarred. And there is power. In this factory, there is no power. That's why we start using renewable energy to power the factory. Are we together? So I've spoken to infrastructure. I've spoken to funding. What else should I speak about? What else have I missed? I'm taking time. I'm cautious. Marketing. Okay. Interesting. First of all, let me differentiate between marketing and branding. Branding is a subset of marketing. You see, there is what we call the content and the container. Most times, for genuine entrepreneur or business people, the content is good quality. The content is good quality. But in this part of the world, we don't care about the container. But you know what? If the container is not well packaged, you can attract people to test what is the content is. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any of my products. I would have. 95% of people that see our product from afar, they say three things. It's not made in Nigeria. Number two, it's not Gary, is it conflicts? Number three, is it for export? That's the way our product, that's the perception. And we intentionally want to build that perception. So we pay attention to our branding. The design is done in Nigeria, but it's printed in China. So your marketing starts from the way you design the packaging of your product. Let me shock you. When we started packaging in Nigeria, it's the same price with the packaging in China, but we started in Nigeria. But we didn't do resealable. We were struggling with resealable because we are looking at Nigeria. When we got the resealable, it's the same price. However, when I was selling ordinary pack Gary that is not resealable, right? That time, we sell 1 kg for 250 naira. No, 150, sorry. Right? When we did the packaging from China, the same price of the packaging that we did in Nigeria, we sold the Gary for 250. The same content of Gary, the same quality. What changed? The packaging. It gave us additional 100 naira in what? Profits. Have you asked, why do women make their hair? It's branding. Yes or no? Yes or no? Why do you dress the way you dress? It's branding. It's your perception. This is the way they will see me if I dress this way. You can't be a beautiful woman, well-behaved, and stay in darkness and want suitors. That's what we do. So what branding has done for me, it has reduced the cost of marketing. Because when they see the product from afar, they are attracted. They are inquisitive. What is he about? They get closer. Made in Nigeria. You see something proudly made in Nigeria. See, made in Nigeria. Can Nigeria do this? What is this? Gary, can you imagine? What's the price? At this price? What I need a salesperson to do, the packaging and the branding has done it. So branding makes and invites people to you. Marketing is you saying the story the way you want them to hear it with additional, well done, good job, beautiful. This is the product. Now this, the made in Nigeria packaging, the 5 kg, but we have changed it to this now, right? And when I say start small, we started with 1 kg first to test the market. In Lagos, you know what they do with our packaging? You know what they do with our Gary? Party pack. That's not the target market initially. So no matter how rich your business plan is, most times what you see might be a little bit different from what is the business plan. It's party. I'll tell you, today is Saturday, right? Be rest assured. When you attend 10 parties in Lagos, at least 3, they will share this 1 kg Gary. And people call me from who saw they gave me your Gary in this so. Can we? That's how I get my sales. So the difference between this package and this package led to additional ordinary profit. The same cost of printing. You can see the look and feel. You won't want to believe that this is Gary, but it's Gary made in Ibadan. Yeah. And I'll tell you, your branding, you can use your branding to segment your market. I'll tell you. This same Gary, I can package it this way, 1 kg, and sell it to students cheaper. Most students in public school is how my belly go full. They don't care about packaging, yes or no? When I'm going to sell this in Banana Island, save yourself from Lassa, go for Casa. Understand? They are afraid of Lassa fever. They are aware that Lassa fever can kill. It's from death. It's from this. They want to take Gary. Go for Casa. My Gary is called Casa Gary. Run from Lassa. Go for Casa. So when I get to Banana Island, I will tell them health benefits. The packaging, why is important? Well, Unilag is, maybe full. And their students, they are busy. Then they quickly turn, soak, drink, right? It's as simple as that. So that's what branding and marketing can do for you. Marketing, you pay extra for it. If you and there are 3 stages: branding, marketing, and sales. If you get your branding right, you've covered the cost of marketing and sales in your branding. If you get your branding and marketing right, you might not even need sales. Are we together? My time is up. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Shina. You can do better. You can do better.